What's going on, everybody? Retronch is back for another video, and today we actually have no car behind us. It's behind Wes. As you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, you guys know that we're going to be revealing our new project car, and we're super excited to bring something like this on the channel. If you've been following us since the beginning, the OG subscribers, you might as well be able to tell what it is, and we're super excited to bring this kind of content back to you guys. So without further ado, Wes, turn around, show them what we got. Alright guys, so as you can see, we bought a Tornado Red 2007 Volkswagen GTI. And this, like I said in the beginning, if you've been following the channel for a long time, you know this is our roots, except we had a candy white one and it was DSG. This one is 6-speed manual, and we had that car stage 2. This one we're going to have big things planned for. Like, I can't even stress that. We're going to do pretty much what we didn't do on that car to this car, and we're just going to have fun with it. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for GTI content based on comments, so we provided you guys with another one. So it's, like I said, it's a 2007. It is an FSI engine. It has 170,000 miles on the body, but on the engine I think it's roughly 110,000. So it's still a baby. Yeah, it's got a lot of work we need to do to this thing to get it running tip top, and kind of just maintenance wise, performance wise, and so on and so forth. But as you can see, the front end has a ton of rock chips. The headlights are hazy as shit, so we're gonna have to buff those out. We're really just gonna have to transform this thing. So we're gonna pretty much have a series taking this stage 1 GTI to stage 3, bigger turbo, bigger injectors, all the whole 9 yards, and just to get it running really freaking fast to keep up with the S3 and even the Mustang once that's back on the road. But yeah, this was one owner. The guy had it his whole life, and now we're the second owner, and we're gonna have some fun with it. So yeah, now we're gonna open up the hood, see what's under there, and then kind of walk you around the car and kind of explain what this thing needs and what kind of videos to expect, because I know there's a lot of videos that aren't on YouTube that maybe if you're just stopping by, we're gonna provide for you, and kind of just have some tutorials, have some fun vlogs, performance, and go from there. So let's pop this hood. So just a side note before we go ahead and open up this hood, I want to shout out Dave at ECS and ECS Tuning in general, because they've helped us out in the past with our Audi S3, and they're going to be helping us out tremendously with this build here. We also have a boatload of parts that were delivered for this within a couple of days, so I'm super stoked to install those. Those will be in the next upcoming videos, and I think you guys will like those a lot, so stay tuned. Make sure you have your notification bell on. Follow this journey. If you don't know who ECS is, they're an aftermarket performance company. They do genuine parts. They do aftermarket from multiple different brands. They carry Mini Coopers, Volkswagen, Audi, Porsche, and all the European cars. And I'll link their website. Check them out if you have one of these, or if you have any kind of German vehicle. And definitely it's a one-stop shop. So let's get into it and open up this hood. So as you can see, this has one mod besides the tune. It's a Carbonio, however you pronounce that. Little short intake. It's very janky and kind of chachi, so we'll be getting rid of that, and of course removing this whole box and doing a full intake system. Maybe that's the next video, so stay tuned for that. So one thing I want to mention is we're going to be cleaning up this engine bay. Like I said, removing the whole engine cover, getting rid of this noise pipe, and then one thing, if you guys want to see this video, let us know. There might be some on YouTube, but if you want to see how we do it, we do have one leak, and it's coming from the vacuum pump. That gasket is very prone to failure, so we are going to be, making a video on fixing that and cleaning up that leak. So if you want to see that, let us know. If not, we're probably not going to film it because it's kind of a short, easy tutorial. But yeah, I mean, this is it. The front end has some rock chips, has very hazy headlights. We're going to try and restore those. If not, we're going to buy our aftermarket ones like we did with our old GTI. Making our way back here, as you can see, the front is very high up and the rear is very low. The previous owner, I'm going to assume by the way the fenders are kind of almost bacon fenders and kind of flaring out. He had it very low, and to make it sail worthy, he put all new front shocks and suspension and all that, and now it sits like an unlevel car. So we're going to definitely have to get some coilovers or some kind of lowering spring or airbag or anything like that, and get this thing kind of all unisync and getting it handling a lot better. One thing I do want to point out, and I'm not trying to badmouth them, the previous owner lived in Connecticut, and he actually took this to Accelerate. It's XLR8. It's a performance shop out there, and you know, people swear by them and stuff like that, but fortunately they left both tie rod ends loose on the, you know, each side, and you hear that whole clunking, and I definitely am a little skeptical, and I don't want to say put the blame game on them, but be careful who you take it to, because that's unacceptable and that's dangerous. It's got some clear coat peeling. It's not the best looking car. It's a 6-footer for sure. Definitely rims, new tires he put on them, but they kind of look like monster truck tires, so we're definitely gonna have to get rid of those. I don't want to bore you too long with me talking, but yeah, we're definitely gonna have to get an exhaust, delete this rear wiper, kind of just going over some of the mods we're gonna be doing, but I don't want to give away too much. But yeah, man, this is our car. We're super stoked for it. Maybe we'll do some driving shots and kind of just whip it around. It does have a stage 2 clutch in it, which is good for the power we want to push. So yeah, as you kind of make your way around the car, it's for the most part stock. It's got lowering springs in the rear. All right, so as you just saw, the exterior needs some work, but it'll do. It's a 6-footer. But as we make our way inside, unfortunately, the seats are probably the best part of this car. Everything else is kind of faded, worn down. As you can see right here, got all the excess fabric, just too much. I do have a video on the channel, which I'll link up above, is how to reupholster all the side trims on the doors and then the rears. So like, check that out if you have this, because I'm sure you do. You got some faded switches. Looks like almost the plastic laminate is almost coming off. This was his daily driver, so it's to be expected. And then the main component, which in the interior looks like shit, is the headliner. So as you can see, our headliner is very saggy and is hanging on by staples, which is very notorious in this generation. They use way too much material, and I'm sure you have this issue, and I don't see any good videos online regarding how to fix it and reupholster it. I personally did it in my previous GTI, and I don't know why I didn't film it. I should have, but we're going to make a very in-depth tutorial on how to remove the whole headliner and reupholster it and make it sit flush and clean and never have this issue again, because I know pretty much every Mark V owner has it. It's unfortunately inevitable. Alright, so that's going to pretty much conclude the interior. We will be doing a lot of videos. If you guys want to see them on the interior, if you have any questions or video ideas that you want to see, comment down below. This is just kind of a feeler video to see what you guys truly want to see and what's worth filming, because we're going to transform this car from how ugly it is now to something so badass in the future and so fast, and just it's gonna be an incredible transformation. All right, so enough of me talking. Let's go have some fun with this thing. But first, we are gonna go home, tighten up those tie rods, because I don't want to have those fall out and, you know, kind of go each direction. So we're gonna go tighten those up, and then we'll take this thing for a joyride. Let's do it. So unfortunately, we got home, we got the wheels off, and we were tightening up the tie rod ends. Both tie rod ends completely shot. The boots gone. There's too much play in them, so that's bad there. But upon further diagnosis and just kind of looking over everything, both CV axles gone. This one bent, destroyed. So we realized it's probably not safe to really drive this. Car's all over the place. It does have hop. I'm sure the previous owner that bought this car took it to the shop, and it had a laundry list of stuff it needed, and didn't want to do it, so he sold it to us. So that's now our problem. We're gonna have to get some CV axles, some tie rod ends, alignment, but we'll probably do all of that when we maybe lower this car. It seems to just make sense to do it all at once. So we're gonna end this video here. Unfortunately, we didn't get to drive it, but if you guys want to see some driving videos of how a GTI drives, we have a bunch on the channel. Feel free to check them out. But yeah, this is just the beginning. We just really want to introduce this car and kind of see what you guys want to see. So comment down below what you want, like if you want upgraded turbos or just whatever you guys want to see. We'll make a video on it. We'll capitalize on it for you and try and make some in-depth tutorials and whatnot. So without further ado, we're going to end this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.